quite a bit to talk about as a team. We just made way too many mistakes to win that basketball game. Still gave ourselves a chance at the end, but just way too many mistakes. 21 turnovers. When we give up 33 points off turnovers and we only get 7 off turnovers, there's a 26-point differential there. It's hard to win a game like that, and yet we still put ourselves in a position to give ourselves a chance. But just way too many mistakes, and very disappointing outcome. It's one league game, but a pretty devastating result, especially with a week off. The only silver lining, it gives us a week to get better before we got to go on the road and play at Colorado State. But very disappointed with the number of mistakes that we made, disappointed with making the same mistakes, and we, like I say, we still gave ourselves a chance at the end and just couldn't capitalize. Questions?
You guys had 35 free throw attempts, but then none in the last 4.5. And what was the message still, like, get to the rim, inside out?
Absolutely. Made a couple mistakes, had a shot clock violation. I know Jalen Poyser attacked the basket and got a layup late. We still were trying to play inside out. They went zone. We tried to play. I think we still went inside out, and Jalen hit a couple threes for us and a two. But message all game long was try to get to the line. We did get to the line 35 times. Just again, too many mistakes. Yeah, there were a number of shots. We'll be back. We'll be dressed in tape tomorrow in the film room at 11 o'clock, and we'll practice after that. And I subbed a number of times when I didn't like the shots that were taken, and I think you probably saw that, and we'll continue to do that until guys learn. Those are not shots we want to take. We want to play inside out. We want to give guys freedom. We want to give guys confidence. We want to take shots within the rhythm, and it's totally contrary to how we played against South Dakota. We shot a lot of threes against South Dakota, but every single one of those was dribble penetration or throw it in the post and kick it out and shoot it in rhythm, and we were rushed tonight and took a lot of bad ones. And I have a lot of time between now and the next game to learn from it and watch it and study it and get better, and we have to do that. One game, win or lose, doesn't end the league season, but obviously to not serve on our home court is very difficult. You talking about when Pat dribble penetrated the ball? Yeah, that was dribble penetration from Pat. They helped from the corner, which they do. Pat was going to take it all the way to the basket, and Jerome's man helped from the corner, and we kicked it out to Jerome for a wide-open three. And that was we were trying to get Pat to the basket, and they did a good job of helping. But again, one possession doesn't lose you a game, obviously. It was where we really ran into a problem was the number of turnovers we made to start the second half. We had an opportunity to get a layup and build the lead 8, and we threw a pass out of bounds, and we ran a backdoor play, and we dropped the pass out of bounds, and they scored, and the momentum changed, and then we had a hard time passing and catching. I thought we lost the pace of our offense in the second half. And then when we found it again, we started making a run. Changed up defenses a little bit, went zone, and thought we disrupted their rhythm a little bit. But again, we made too many mistakes, and we'll watch them all on film tomorrow. Get better before next Wednesday when we play at Colorado State.
You mentioned disappointed in making the same mistakes. Is like the start of the second half, just kind of the sluggish way there, the 2 turnovers and all that. Is that kind of at the top of that list as far as just the things?
Yeah, the tough thing about that is I didn't think the start of the second half had anything to do with pace. It had to do just with unforced errors. It had to do with an opportunity to make a pass to a guy for a dunk, and had an opportunity to make a backdoor pass and had it in our hands and dropped it out of bounds. So I didn't think that had, but then once we allowed those turnovers and the fact that Fresno scored a few times to disrupt our rhythm and our pace, and we got to do better. We got to be better than that. Can't make 21 turnovers on our home floor against a team and against a good team and think we're going to win the game. And we still put ourselves in a position to have a chance, and everything had to go perfect at the end, and it didn't.
That tip-in off the missed free throw, was that a missed assignment by somebody and not blocking out Torrin Jones?
We just didn't get him blocked out.
Overall, you guys, what was it, by 12, the rebound battle, and that was a big
Yeah, I really thought that if we won the rebounding battle that we'd have a great chance to win the game. And to out-rebound a team that was 62nd in the country in offensive rebounds. We got 30 defensive rebounds, and they only got 8 offensive rebounds. So that was a positive. We out-rebounded a good rebounding team by 12. Problem is I didn't count on us making 21 turnovers, and probably half of those, and I don't know the exact number, but half of those were probably unforced. And having said that, give Fresno credit. Obviously, they were playing and they were doing a good job, but just careless, unnecessary turnovers.
Can you talk a little bit about Jalen's performance towards the end of the game?
Thought he was fantastic. I thought he provided a spark for us. He's done that for us all season long, and I think Jalen's a guy that we can always count on when I put him in the game. He brings an energy level. He made big shots. That's pretty gutsy for a freshman in a tight situation when we have a deficit, and he goes in there and makes all those plays. And he gets 11 big points in 21 minutes. And I've seen him score before. I thought what I was most proud of Jalen was the fact that he got 4 defensive rebounds in the game. And one thing we've been encouraging, pushing our guards to do is do a better job of rebounding the basketball. And I thought for him to go and get 4 defensive rebounds in 21 minutes was a big deal.
Offensive concerns, coach. You have Patrick McCall, a couple games recently, which has been tough for him, and also Derek Jones Jr. Your thoughts on him tonight?
First conference game for Derek. I think he'll be fine. He'll learn from it and move forward. Have a lot of confidence in Derek, and then we need to keep Pat out of foul trouble. We need to keep him on the floor, and Pat's obviously really important to our team. When we've played well this year, which is a lot of times, Pat's been a big part of that, and we need all the things that Pat does. He makes a lot of great basketball plays. Assists, rebounds, big defensive stops, points, and we need to keep him on the floor. But I thought that guys came off the bench. I thought Jordan Cornish and Jalen Poyser gave us a nice lift off the bench when Patrick was in the foul trouble.
Talk about Ben's key plays, the 2 charges, the big block.
Yeah, Ben always makes team plays, and no one cares about a team any more than Ben Carter. He's all about team. I started him and then brought him off the bench in the second half, and thought he did a great job of attacking the basket. And he got to the free throw line 12 times and goes 10 for 12. Big deal for us. So we want to play inside out, and like Taylor mentioned, we got to the line 35 times, and that's a great number. That's something that will benefit us down the road. But again, really disappointing loss for us. Long week now between this game and when we play the next time. But again, the only silver lining is it gives us an opportunity to learn from it and move forward and get better. But make for a lot of long sleepless nights, but that's what athletics is about. The thrill of victory and the triple agony of defeat, and especially when you don't perform as well as we needed to perform.
They've got, I think at one point they had all 5 guys and 4 fouls on there. Did you go out of your way to point that out to guys and say we need to challenge them?
And that was one of the reasons why we did get the free throw line 35 times, but we did try to attack. And it's a combination. We've got to continue to work on post feeding, and our post players have got to continue to work on holding their post position and doing a good job there as well. Lot to work on and some time to do that, but obviously disappointed with tonight.
You had Cook back in there. You looking forward for him to play?
Yeah, it was a tough situation to put him in, but I thought with Patrick's foul trouble and I needed to rest Jerome, I thought it was a good opportunity to get Daquan a few minutes. And I thought he did a pretty good job for a guy who hadn't played since the beginning of the season. It's a high-pressure game, first conference game against a very athletic, physical team, and I thought he performed well. And I think that he'll have an opportunity to play a little bit more, and he's obviously a pass-first guy, even though he made a 3 tonight. I think he's a guy who will certainly benefit, or who will certainly help us.
Anything else for Coach?
Happy New Year to everyone.
What was the feeling after letting this one slip away?
Obviously, guys are upset. If guys aren't upset after a loss, then probably shouldn't be playing this game at this level. But, like Coach said before, we got a week to prepare for our next game, and that's very big for us because we need to get better. We can point a lot of fingers in this game, but this is completely on our team. This is completely on the team itself. We gave that one away. Fresno did a good job. They're a very good team, and we knew that coming in. But we let one slip away today. And you're not going to win many ball games if you have 21 turnovers and you shoot 33% from the field. End of story.
And 3 of the last 5 games, you guys in the second half, the first 7 or 8 minutes of the second half, you guys have struggled to score. Really struggled. What would you say the reason is for that? What do you guys need to do better offensively?
We got to do a better job of executing. We have to pick up our pace. That's a big part about our offense is our pace, and we want to play fast. And, we come out of the half, the last couple of games, we've come out of the half slow and, lackadaisical, and we can't have that. And that's one of the things that we need to work on moving forward, obviously in this week of practice, improving our pace and setting better screens and executing our offense. Coach Miller does a great job with our offense, and, he puts us in positions to succeed. We got to do a better job of executing those and, obviously picking up our pace.
When the other team has 4 fouls across the board, it seems like you guys were on the perimeter the last couple of minutes. As somebody who I know is a student of the game, how frustrating is that for you to not want to try and get the ball inside to either make them give you a free path to the rim or foul out?
It is frustrating. We did a great job as a team attacking the lane, getting to their guys' bodies, and obviously they had seven guys with 4 fouls. So that speaks of how we played today. Obviously, we should have took advantage of that later in the game, especially in the last 4 or 5 minutes. But 20/20 hindsight, obviously you change a lot of things in this game. So we're going to get back to the drawing board. We're going to get back to practice tomorrow, and we're going to improve, and we're going to get better. No one has seen the best of this team yet. We haven't seen the best of this team yet. And, that's something to look forward to because we have a lot to improve on. But when we get, when we start to reach our pinnacle, reach our ceiling, this team can be very scary. And, that's something we have to strive for and something we need to work for because we need to improve. We have a lot of young guys. And it's on, the leadership of our older guys, to kind of help them learn through this process and kind of, learn through this journey of a college basketball season.
Rebounding is, a big focus coming into the game. You guys out rebounded by 12, but Jones gets that key offensive one towards the end. What will you say to Zim about that one?
Obviously, we did a great job rebounding. Which has been a focal point for us in practice and especially in our games after being out rebounded early in the season, and we did that, and on that last play, something to learn from. Zim got 10 rebounds. He had a double-double, and you can't get mad at him, because he did his part, throughout the game of rebounding the ball, but. They're a big physical team, and that's what they do. They offensive rebound. I think Coach said they're 62nd in the country in offensive rebounding or rebounding, totals. And, like I said, get back to the drawing board, watch the film, and tell him, don't make the mistake again. This one, it happened. Throw it in the garbage, throw it away. Don't let it haunt you. Just don't let it happen again.
Do you feel like you and Zim need more touches underneath the basket?
I think if it comes within the offense, obviously, if we work hard on the defensive end and we work hard on the glass, we want the ball. That's any big guy, and any big guy is going to say, okay, I want more touches. But I'm satisfied. I like the way our offense moves. When we get the ball and ball screens, we need to work a little bit better on, finding our bigs on the roll, and the bigs need to do a better job of rolling. Sometimes we wander around the perimeter too much. But, I know Coach wants to play inside out. Coach Miller, stresses to play inside out, and obviously something to work on moving forward.
How difficult a week, or is this maybe going to be for you having to sit on this, or is it an opportunity really to kind of capture this feeling, guys obviously don't feel this way?
Yeah, it's going to be a long week, no doubt about it. But we're going to throw this one in the garbage. We're going to learn from it. We can't worry about one game, even though it was our first game of the conference. But, we still have a conference to go win, and we truly believe that we can win this conference. And if guys aren't, hungry about this game that we have in a week, and then if they're not, bringing to practice every day, that's something that myself and the leaders need to get on our guys about, because this loss should make us more hungry, and it should drive us to get better as a team.